Grade 7, Chapter 7, Congruence of Triangles. Introduction. We take two revenue stems of the same denomination and place one stem over the other. Here we observe that one stem covers the other completely and exactly. It means both the revenue stems are of the same shape and same size. Such objects are called congruent objects. Both the stems are congruent. Here we can see the two balls, which are also congruent to each other. Other examples for congruent objects could be two photographs of the same size obtained from the same negative are congruent to each other, shaving blades of the same company, biscuits in the same packet, two keys of the same lock. The relation of two objects being congruent is called congruence. The symbol is shown, which is used to show the two figures are congruent. Congruence of plane figures. In the case of plane shapes, the two shapes will be congruent if they have the same shape and size. You cannot bend, stretch or twist the image. In these figures, we see a triangle ABC and A', B', C', and these triangles are congruent to each other. Congruence among line segments. If two line segments have the same, that is equal length, they are congruent. Also, if two line segments are congruent, they have the same length. Here, AB is one line segment and CD is another line segment. Since both are equal, we can say that line segment AB is congruent to line segment CD. Congruence of angles. If two angles have the same measure, they are congruent. Also, if two angles are congruent, their measures are same. Here we have angle R and angle Q. Angle R is 155 degree and angle Q is also 155 degree. Hence, angle R is congruent to angle Q. Congruence of triangles. If we superpose one triangle over other triangle and they cover each other properly, then they must be congruent triangles. In case of congruent triangles, all the sides of one triangle must be equal to the corresponding sides of another triangle. All the angles of one triangle must be equal to the corresponding angles of another triangle. All the vertices of one triangle must be corresponding to the vertices of another triangle. Look at the given two triangles ABC and EFD. Here in the above triangles, if triangle ABC is congruent to triangle FDE, then its corresponding vertices are A is same as F, B is same as D, and C is same as E. Also, corresponding angles are angle A is same as angle F, angle B is same as angle D, and angle C is same as angle E. And the corresponding sides are AB is same as FD, BC is same as DE, and AC is same as FE. We also have a remark. It is the order of the letters in the names of congruent triangles which tells the corresponding relationships between two triangles. If we change it from triangle ABC congruent to triangle FDE to triangle BCA congruent to triangle FDE, then it is not necessary that the two triangles are congruent, as it is important that all the corresponding sides, angles and vertices are same. We come to the important part of the lesson, criteria for congruence of triangles. SSS, congruence of two triangles. SSS means side, 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 congruence of two triangles. Under a given correspondence, two triangles are congruent if the three sides of the one are equal to the three corresponding sides of the other. Here we see ABC and DEF are two triangles. If side AB is equals to DE, side BC is equals to EF, side AC is equals to DF, then we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Let's take an example. In the two given triangles, triangle ABC and triangle DEF, AB is equals to 7 cm, BC is equals to 5 cm, AC is equals to 9 cm, DE is equals to 7 cm, DF is equals to 9 cm, and EF is equals to 5 cm. Check whether the two triangles are congruent or not. So, we take triangle ABC and triangle DEF. We see that AB is equals to DE and that equals to 7 cm. BC is equals to EF, which we have it as 5 cm. AC is equals to DF, which equals to 9 cm. Now this shows that all the three sides of triangle ABC are equal to the sides of triangle DEF. Hence, with the SSS criterion of congruence, the two triangles are congruent, which means triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Next, we have SAS, congruence of two triangles. SAS means side, angle, side. Under a given correspondence, two triangles are congruent if two sides and the angle included between them in one of the triangles are equal to the corresponding sides and the angle included between them of the other triangle. Here we see triangle ABC and triangle DEF. If side AB is equals to DE, angle B is equals to angle E, and side BC is equals to EF, then we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Let's take an example. In triangle JKN, JK is equals to KN and AK is the bisector of angle JKN. Then first find the three pairs of equal parts in triangles JKA and AKN. Second, is triangle JKA is congruent to triangle NKA? Give reasons. Third, is angle J equals to angle N? Give reasons. So we have already given a triangle JKN. In the first question answer, the three pairs of equal parts are JK is equals to KN, which is already given for us in the question. Angle JKA is equals to angle NKA since KA bisects angle JKN. AK is equals to AK because it is a common side for both the triangles. In the second question, is triangle JKA is congruent to triangle NKA? Yes, it is, because we have side angle side congruence rule, through which we come to know that triangle JKA is congruent to triangle NKA. In the third question, angle J is equals to angle N. Reason is its corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Next, we move on to ASA, congruence of two triangles. ASA means angle side angle. Under a given correspondence, two triangles are congruent if two angles and the side included between them in one of the triangles are equal to the corresponding angles and the side included between them of the other triangle. Given below are the two triangles, triangle ABC and triangle A', B', C'. If angle B is equals to angle B dash, side BC is equals to side B dash C dash, angle C is equals to angle C dash, then we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle A dash B dash C dash. Let's take an example. In triangle LMN and triangle OPN, if LMN is equals to triangle NPO is equals to 60 degree, LNM is equals to 35 degree, and LM is equals to PO is equals to 4 centimeter, then check whether the triangle LMN is congruent to the triangle PON or not. So for the solution, we take the two triangles LMN and OPN. Given things are LMN is equals to NPO, that is equals to 60 degree, LNM is equals to angle PNO is equals to 35 degree. They are vertically opposite angles. So angle L of triangle LMN is equals to 180 degree minus 60 degree plus 35 degree, which equals to 85 degree, by angle sum property of a triangle. Similarly, angle O of triangle OPN is equals to 180 degree minus 60 degree plus 35 degree, which equals to 85 degree. Thus, we have angle L is equals to angle O, LM is equals to PO, and angle M is equals to angle P. Now side LM is between angle L and angle M, and side PO is between angle P and angle O. Hence, by ASA congruence rule, triangle LMN is congruent to triangle OPN. Congruence among right-angled triangles. RHS congruence of two right-angled triangles. Under a given correspondence, two right-angled triangles are congruent if the hypotenuse and a leg of one of the triangles are equal to the hypotenuse and the corresponding leg of the other triangle. In the given triangles ABC and DEF, if right angle B is equals to angle E, hypotenuse AC is equals to DF, side BC is equals to EF, then we say that triangle ABC is congruent to triangle DEF. Let us prove this through an example. Prove that triangle RSV is congruent to triangle RKB if RS is equals to RK is equals to 7 cm and RV is equals to 5 cm and is perpendicular to SK. So we take the two triangles, triangle RSV and triangle RKB. Given things are RS is equals to RK, which equals to 7 cm, RV is equals to RV is equals to 5 cm since RV is a common side. If RV is perpendicular to SK, then obviously we will have angle RVS equals to angle RVK, and that will be 90 degree. Hence, triangle RSV is congruent to triangle RKB. As in the two right-angled triangles, the length of the hypotenuse and one side of both the sides are equal. So we get both the triangles as congruent. A remark. AAA, that is angle, is not the criterion for the congruent triangles, because if all the angles of two triangles are equal, then it is not compulsory that their sides are also equal. One of the triangles could be greater in size than the other triangle, as you see in the example. In the above figure, the two triangles have equal angles, but their length of sides is not equal, so they are not congruent triangles.